Yeah, man, it's the same as this trend being nonchalant or yeah, they kind of taking it too far, man. Like, what do you mean when you keep quiet, you're gaining aura? If you keep quiet in a place where people don't care about you, it doesn't matter. Like, if I just pull up to a bunch of strangers and I keep quiet, do you think they'll just say, "Oh, he has aura"? They don't care. They don't know me. I'm a stranger.
Y.A.D Totoro.
What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are doing good. Today we have an interesting video. We got Chase Anger in the building. I don't know if I'm saying it properly. Looksmaxing has gone too far. I had to touch on this topic as much as we talk about the ladies, plastic surgery, and you know, the Carolite creams, bleaching their skin. We also have to touch on men. You know, there's this trend going on, Looksmaxing, but it's on a downfall. Let's tap in.
Hi there, dear viewer. I hope you're having a good day. Did you know you're an ugly piece of That's right. According to TikTok's corniest group of 16-year-olds, if you're not actively hitting yourself in the face with a hammer, training how you stare at people in public, and sticking out your jawline like you've broken your neck, turns out you're actually a worthless scumbag.
I mean, you're quite literally chopped. Your Godzilla's recessed. You have repressed ear lines and shit.
Fueled by sad male insecurity, Looksmaxing has absolutely devoured the internet. And I mean, I knew it was bad 2 years ago when everyone was obsessed with mewing and like biting your cheeks like a goober. But now we've decided, let's just conk ourselves with hammers until we come out looking like Timu handsome Squidward. Now let me be clear, I am all for self-improvement. Back in the day, that used to mean hitting the gym, picking good clothes.
Yeah, and another thing is, improving yourself as a man is not bad. You feel me? But, you know, the past trends that were going on about Looksmaxing as a man, it kind of took everything too far, to be honest. They were like sick methods, like hit yourself with a hammer, your face structure will change, bite a towel. Yeah, all these cringe methods. It's looking crazy, man. You definitely need to improve, but this is kind of too much. They kind of took it too far.
Brushing your teeth twice a day, ideally. But I fear we have crossed the line from improvement to straight delusion. Because this first Looksmaxing technique holds that if you pummel yourself in the face with a hammer just enough, you at home can mold that sad, mushy M&M looking head of yours into the face of a chiseled Greek god. So apparently the theory is if you hit yourself with a hard object, you create microfractures, and your bones heal back stronger, and your jawline somehow responds like a video game upgrade.
Bone smashing is the art of hitting your zygo bones right here in an attempt to make them inflamed so that you give off the appearance for a limited.
And you know, most people who are influenced about this Looksmaxing thingy, it's, you know, teens and like early 20s, you know, basically our generation. Just imagine you're holding a hammer, you know, and you're just beating yourself up, and then your parents come inside, they're like, "What you doing?" "Nah, I'm just hitting myself with the hammer." It'll look weird.
Amount of time of more prominent features.
Now, I don't know about all of you, but that sounds like some of the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Because even if, and this is a big if, even if it works a tiny bit, at the end of the day, you are still sitting there, bludgeoning yourself in the face with a piece of metal.
Yeah, we're gonna add that one to the list of things that I will never be doing again.
Imagine explaining this to a normal person. Yeah, well, I'm on self-improvement. Oh, word? What are you doing? Yeah, you know, the normal things. Just giving myself controlled head trauma to increase the mandibular definition. I saw a video of a guy doing a bone smashing tutorial, and I love how the top comment is just, "Is it bad that I get dizzy when I do this?" Yes! Yes, it's bad. That's your body sending yourself a literal emergency alert. This guy tried to give some scientific explanation, and I'm no biologipher, but I might prefer these other commenters' explanations. Dude's giving himself concussion. You're going to give yourself CTE. Thank you! That might just be the most accurate medical diagnosis I've ever seen in a TikTok comment section. Like, in what universe is the solution to insecurity repeatedly bonking yourself in the face, hammering your skull to the point it makes you a bit dizzy? And they still don't even stop there. Because bone smashing is only step 1 in the Looksmaxing Bible. Apparently in 2026, having eyes isn't enough because you need the correct eyes. Let me ask you, do you have predator or prey eyes? I asked that because your canthal tilt, which is apparently the angle of your eye corners, supposedly...
There's also a channel I know. I saw it on YouTube. So this guy basically describes what being attractive is. You know, he calculates the angles, the meters, how your eyes should be. All that is weird. I won't even lie, bro. I found that content weird and strange, to be honest. Because he's literally calculating how your lips are, the position of your nose, your ears are a bit tilted, they should be straight.
Determines whether or not you will ever be loved by a woman. TikTok has turned your eyeballs into trigonometry, essentially.
Realizing you have prey eyes versus realizing you have predator eyes. No, I have
eyeballs into trigonometry, essentially.
Realizing you have prey eyes versus realizing you have predator eyes. No, I have prey eyes. I have prey eyes. No. Oh, hey. I just realized I have predator eyes. Guess I can go on a hunt.
I know this video is satire, but you best believe this is how some of these goons act. If you're actively noticing somebody else's 2-degree eye difference in their eyelids, like you're not looksmaxing. At that point, you're just unemployed. And I say that like I'm employed. I make stupid videos about shit like this. Anyway, the way that they connect this to dating is what kills me because they'll be like, yeah, women can sense prey energy. No, they can sense that you're weird. That's what they're sensing. Oh, but Chase, you're single. You don't know what you're talking about. Yeah? Well, coaches don't play, do they? Because there's nothing more terrifying than some guy at Starbucks trying to order a cold brew while also practicing his hunter eyes. I am the apex predator. Hold your gaze. Sir, do you want oat milk with that? Don't smile. Smiling is submissive, and be sure to respond at least 8 octaves lower than your... sir? Chances are, if you're so far gone you're trying to stare people down in public, you're probably also familiar with aura farming. Aura farming is, according to dictionary.com, doing things with deliberate coolness, confidence, or mystique. In other words, you're just trying to look all mysterious and making yourself a corn ass in the process.
Your aura is cooked, bro. So I'm gonna give you 3 ways to make a mysterious aura.
Alright, I'm listening.
Number 1, and probably the most important, you need to stop talking. I'm just gonna be brutally honest, bro. Most people don't want to hear the shit you're saying. On my channel, I talk a lot about...
You can tell he's one of the niggas. One of the dudes who do the Looksmaxing. Yeah, the cringe way.
The equation of value. So when you stop talking as much, your words are valued more to everyone. Therefore, adding to this mysterious aura.
I'm sorry, you had me until you said adding to this
Yeah, man, it's the same as this trend being nonchalant or yeah, they kind of taking it too far, man. Like, what do you mean when you keep quiet, you're gaining aura? If you keep quiet in a place where people don't care about you, it doesn't matter. Like, if I just pull up to a bunch of strangers and I keep quiet, do you think they'll just say, oh, he has aura? They don't care, they don't know me, I'm a stranger. Also, this aura thingy, nonchalant, it's just been taken too far.
Mysterious aura. Because if you're actively thinking, how can I be as mysterious as possible? You've already lost. We can't all be Batman. I'm sorry. Just for the love of God, don't try to play some nonchalant character in public because it's just not gonna work.
Number 2 is working in silence. Number 3, and this one directly affects your physical aura, you gotta be smelling right.
You know what we need to do more as the male species? Embrace chalantness. Okay? Just be weird. Honestly, no hate to this guy. He makes some valid points, but I went to the comment section and lo and behold, I find the prey eyes. I mean, damn, I guess everything he said is invalid. I mean, buddy's got to work on his canthal tilt. Now that you've hammered your skull, measured your eyelids with a protractor, and practiced your apex predator stare in the Starbucks line, we move on to the next chapter in the Looksmaxing Bible. Skincare maxing. And look, skincare is great. I'll say it, you should probably wash your face. But Looksmaxing skincare isn't wash your face. It's a whole chemical engineering degree. These dudes have bathroom shelves that look like they robbed a CVS in a blackout. Cleanser, toner, niacinamide, vitamin C, hyaluronic acid, moisturizer, SPF, and some people talk about it like a military operation. Well, your skin barrier is compromised. My skin barrier? My brother in Christ, I'm 19. The only thing that's compromised is my sleep schedule and my ability to drink water. My biggest recommendation to anyone who gets acne is to wash your face, wash your pillow, consume something green other than the Shamrock Shake from McDonald's, and drink some water. And if you have a little acne, guess what? It's okay. Ugh. It doesn't taste like anything. In fact, do you know how many acne-ridden teens grow up to have like silky smooth skin as adults? It's kind of a lot, so don't stress too much. Sleep is great. You love sleep. I love sleep. Maybe a little too much. But what the hell is mouth tape? What is that? Because now dudes are going to sleep like they've been packaged for shipping, like they've been sealed for freshness. Look, if you're genuinely trying to sleep better, good on you. But if you're taping your mouth shut every night because some dude on TikTok told you that it forces nasal breathing, which improves jawline definition, reduces face puffiness, and enhances overall facial aesthetic, then I'm sorry, you've just won yourself an express VIP ticket to the cornball convention. Actually, maybe I should start doing this one. I really do wake myself up with my own snoring most. I'm not the tallest puppy on the block. I stand at a crisp 5'8" on a good day. But you know what won't fix that? Dead hanging on a bar for 15 seconds.
I mean, the mouth taping thingy, as if you guys know, what's his name? Ashton Hall, that guy who runs. Yeah, he does the mouth taping. It might work, but all that scientific explanation, I don't think that's the thing. Because if you could just go back, our grandpas, grandfathers back then, they didn't have the mouth tape thingies, but they were built properly. So what they're explaining here, the puffiness in the face, if your mouth is open, yeah, it might happen, but with what I'm seeing, I don't think it's a thing.
No hate to this guy, but let's do some logic here. If I spend, I don't know, maybe 10 hours a day being crushed by gravity, standing, sitting, existing, and whatnot, is that little 30-second stretch going to make me taller? I don't think so. But the worst of it has to be height extending shoes. You can buy elevated shoes that give you the appearance of being a couple of inches taller. Now you might think, that's brilliant. I will finally pull some bit. What happens when you, I don't know, take them off? Imagine pulling up to someone's house, you hit her with the hunter eyes. Obviously. Go inside, take your shoes off, and you drop faster than the stock market in 2008. Great. Now they're staring at you like, where did you go? Because it turns out you weren't height maxing. No. You were height fishing. And the craziest part is the walk, because prepare to say goodbye to the structural integrity of your spine. More than an hour in some height extending shoes, and I mean, say hello to lifetime scoliosis. Now, you could make the argument that women do the same thing with high heels, and I'm just gonna hit you back with, really? Are we dead ass right now? Because high heels are usually a fashion choice for an outfit, for an event, and everyone knows what they are. Meanwhile, height extending shoes are literally a dude going, I am going to temporarily cosplay as taller so society respects me. I don't think that's the same. And let's be real here, the whole internet, TikTok, male height caste system we created is pretty much some BS anyway.
The problem with this looking so perfect, and I've seen a couple of guys, you know, doing surgery so they can be 6 foot tall, like doing crazy stuff. What's his name? Clavicular. He's using meth. He used testosterone while he was 14, 16, something like that, just so he can get the perfect look. It's this perfect image they created on the internet, you know, making you think that, you know, you're not as good enough. You're not looking as good enough. And that's not to say you shouldn't strive to not looking good. You should always take care of yourself for sure. That's the aim. Make sure you clean and all that. But how they doing it now, it's cringe now. Yeah, it's just all weird now. You know, yeah, man, it's like, just focus on what you can control more. If your skin is not looking good, focus on that. Hit the gym. Just do, like, you know, normal things you can do to, you know, take yourself to the next level. Not all this hammering, mewing, trying to oral farm and...
Anyway, I'm pretty much convinced that almost no one in the real world would actually look down upon you for being a little bit short. No pun intended, look down upon you. But to the Looksmaxers, it's, 6 feet, average. 5'11", below average. 5'10", you're cooked. And anything below that, brother, according to TikTok, you should be legally required to live under a bridge. Now let me leave you with Chase's top 5 normal maxing tips, okay? Again, coaches don't play. Number 1. Get enough sleep, like 7-8 hours. Notice I intentionally avoided 6 or 7 hours. Oh, and I said it, there goes the comment section. 2, maybe hit the gym a couple times a week, it really doesn't hurt. 3, try to dress decently, okay? You know, if you're showing up to work in a trash bag, you could probably improve that. 4, just do you, bro. I mean, you don't have to fit some corny TikTok mold. In fact, I would probably advise you against it anyway. And 5, be sure to join our first 100,000 legends before time runs out, baby. Hell.
Yeah, man. This Looksmaxing is crazy. Uh, I would say I almost fall for the same trap, man. You know, this Looksmaxing has been going on for a couple of years. I would find myself wanting to do the cringiest thing on TikTok I saw. They saying that it'll make you more attractive or whatever the case is. You know, as I grew and I understood this, it's like you don't have to do all that extra thing, man. And there are still people who are caught up in this Looksmaxing culture, you know, and you need to get out of there ASAP. It's the same as the red pill. You guys can see what's happening with the red pill. It's definitely going down now. Also, the Looksmaxing is the same thing. Just do the things you can control. Height, you don't really have 100% control over the height thingy. If you show it, that's also cool, bro. You can stay clean, take care of yourself. You're gonna attract girls. You don't need to do all this jawline measurements, 33 degrees, the nose. You don't need all that, man. But you guys can comment down below and tell me what you think. I'm gonna tap on you. Love you. Take care.